Channel 12 at 10.
Federal agencies have been after me for about 10 years now with all kinds of setup operations. So they couldn't get me, so they came through my son.
That was Jackson City President Louis Armstrong back in October.
Today, he admitted federal authorities did indeed have him. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Louis Armstrong could be headed to prison for his role in a corruption scheme involving a Jackson strip club owner.
Today, Armstrong admitted his guilt during a court hearing. This is our big story. Here are the charges Armstrong pled guilty to. 1 count of extortion conspiracy and 1 count to corrupt solicitation of money. News Channel 12's Beverly Thomas begins our team coverage.
Last October, Councilman Louis Armstrong pled not guilty after he was indicted on federal charges of extortion and bribery. Now he says he is guilty as charged.
It is a solemn thing to see anybody who has given a great deal of energy, a great deal of talent, a great deal of time, a great deal of effort to serving the community, as Louis Armstrong has done. It is a solemn thing to see someone who has given so much also be obligated by the facts.
Prosecutors say the facts are Armstrong and his son Artie are charged with trying to extort more than $28,000 from Stardust Topless nightclub owner John Adams. This in exchange for a favorable vote to get his club rezoned so he could operate legally. The Armstrongs were scheduled to appear in court to seek separate trials, but instead Louis acknowledged his guilt. Armstrong says he apologizes to the citizens of Jackson. He says while he hopes he has done some good while in office, he accepts responsibility for the crimes. 1 count was dropped against him because prosecutors say he claimed he did not receive as much money as the government alleged. The U.S. attorney says while he takes no joy in the downfall of a person who has done so much good in this community, public officials still must be held accountable for selling the public's trust.
Whatever the contribution they've made to the community, cheating behind the scenes on the public trust through bribery or otherwise, that you will have to pay the price for doing that.
Meanwhile, Artie Armstrong still faces a March 1st trial on the charges. While his father has agreed to resign February 19th from the city council, he now waits to find out how much time he will face behind bars. Beverly Thomas, News Channel 12, Jackson.
Now, the news concerning Louis Armstrong broke just hours before the weekly city council meeting.
As you could imagine, Jackson City Hall is buzzing with the news. News Channel 12 Cindy Carter talked with Armstrong's council colleagues at tonight's meeting.
She continues our team coverage.